Howdy folks, it is Thanksgiving Day. That means it's time to talk about this year's Thanksgiving cocktail menu. Okay, so I've decided to do things a little bit differently this year. For one thing, we have 6 drinks on the menu, which is slightly less than last year, slightly more than the year before. But as in previous years, we're making some drinks that we've made recently on the channel that I know to be delicious and should use up some ingredients that I could stand to get rid of. But also, I've decided to make punch. Now, I've made punch a couple times recently on the channel, and this punch will be very similar, but I think I'll probably make a rum punch, but I probably will also put in some allspice dram or some other fall flavored things to, you know, fall it up a little bit. So I've also decided to change the cocktail descriptions. Normally it would be, you know, a list of ingredients, but this time I'm going for, you know, a couple sentences that will give the vibe of the drink. So just to sort of aid in decision making. I've got 6 cocktails on the menu, slightly fewer than last year. Let's talk about them. Now, up first is a drink called the Cold Smolder. It is a Mexican corn whiskey cocktail based on a barbecue beef taco. You might remember it from a video earlier this year. Well, I went ahead and pitched that drink to Cody at work. Now, we made a couple of tweaks, a couple of improvements to the drink to go on the menu at work, but I'm gonna have to readjust it to make it here at home. Now, tweak number 1 is the name. It used to be called We're Friends Now, We're Going to Get Soft Tacos Later. But that's a little bit of a mouthful for work, so we changed it to the Cold Smolder. So change number 2, I was using this Mexican corn whiskey that I had here at the house. At the bar, we're using a combination of mellow corn and Balcones Brimstone. Balcones Brimstone is a mesquite smoked Texas corn whiskey. We don't have that here, so I'm switching back to Mexican corn whiskey. I got the Abasolo from Astor Wines a little while back. Delicious. The same people who make this make the Nixta, the corn liqueur, which is sort of the impetus for that drink. Adjustment number 3 has to do with how R&D works at work. So we'll have a drink that we like, but we're trying to make it a little more complex. Maybe we want to tweak it to slightly sweeter or slightly more herbal or something, and we have all these liqueurs and ingredients to work with, so we end up oftentimes putting in a bar spoon of this or a bar spoon of that. That's what happened to my drink. We added a bar spoon of sweet vermouth, and we added a bar spoon of some stuff called Aromatique, which is a German herbal liqueur. It's maybe a little bit like Jägermeister. I don't know. I don't really remember what Jägermeister tastes like. But here at the house, I'm going to use Gammel Dansk, a nice, bitter Danish bitter liqueur. They use local cherry brandy at work. I'm using Cherry Bounce because I love it and I have a ton of it. So my home version is going to be slightly different than the one at work, but I've tried it out and it's delicious. Drink 2 is the Beetlejuice cocktail from just last month. I still have a bunch of the beet syrup left, so we're going to try and use some of that up. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen that I made a sour version of the Beetlejuice cocktail, which actually turned out terrific. So for this menu, I'm going to offer it as a stirred drink or as a sour, sort of a 2-for-1, if you will. For the stirred version, I decided to add some orange bitters. The orange really peps it up quite a bit. And following the suggestion from loyal viewer Kobe Lyons, I'm going to put a couple drops of salt in it. That really perks it up quite a bit. It's going to be delicious. The sour will have an egg white. It gives it a beautiful red foam. Done. Speaking of sours, drink 3 will be the Yuzu Corpse Reviver from the Pierre Ferrand Yuzu Dry Curaçao video from just a little bit ago. It's just such a good drink. It's great to have sours on the menu. People love sours. Super easy to make, crowd pleaser, love it. Drink 4 is sour number 3, I guess. We're gonna make banana daiquiris. I have a lot of banana liqueur because of the banana liqueur comparison video I did. I've come up with a recipe that I think will be pretty good. It uses some of the banana bunch liqueur and some of the Combier banana. Adds in a little extra Amaro for a little spice, some bitters. I'm gonna serve it on the little tiny pearl ice that I have from those fun ice cube trays. Should be pretty good. Now, drink 5. There's 2 things that I love. It's Manhattans and shrubs. Now, when I make shrub, I like to use the Dunnings to infuse into some booze and, you know, make another ingredient not waste all that fruit flavor that's, you know, in the Dunnings. So right now I have some fig infused rye and some plum infused cognac. Either one of those make just a delicious sort of fruity Manhattan sort of variant. So I've decided to offer those up. Drink number 6 is actually a let me fix that for you. It's the Get Up, Get Down that my brother-in-law Mark invented. He's gonna be here to drink it, and so I thought I'd put that on the menu, and then he can try my version that has cream in it, see how he likes it. But of course, people can order it without the cream if they want to. So that's 2 whiskey drinks, a gin drink, 1 or 2 mezcal drinks, depending on if you count the Beetlejuice as 1 or 2. It's 2 rum drinks. That's a pretty good variety. It's like 4 shaken, 3 stirred. That's pretty good. Should be something for everybody, I hope. Now, besides all that, we've got Amaro Lattes for after dinner. We've got beer in the keg, porter from Threshold Brewing, delicious. Non-drinkers will be offered a shrub soda of their choice. Fig, plum, strawberry, or raspberry. Hopefully everyone's happy with that. I hope you're happy. I hope you're having a great Thursday or Thanksgiving Day or whatever it is you're doing. Now, it has been a crazy and fun 4 years here on the channel, so I'd like to thank everybody for watching. We will see you next time.